Now they're going to be starting on their own 30-yard line. So that's how the Gridiron Football League also works. Another rule to keep in mind as well. There are no kickoffs to start each half or anything. You start on your own 30-yard line and you work from there.
Yeah, it's going to be exciting. This is going to be a really tough game.
So we look at the Vipers right now. They'll be going right to left. They are in their gray jerseys with black pants, white numbers, and black helmets. The Chaos in their black jerseys, black pants with red trim and red numbers. They will be going left to right on offense. Starting off on defense right now, though, are the Chaos.
Yes,
so
this is a Chaos home game, so the Vipers
yes.
will be away. So they were the ones who they get the ball first. They'll be starting at their own 20, I believe.
30.
30?
Yes. They always start on their own 30. So we will get play started in just a second. The 45 minutes have been put on the clock. It's a running clock until we hit the 3-minute mark. So we will be starting here in just a few moments. They have just turned on the stadium lights officially all around.
It's about time.
And our cameraman Brian Stern was very happy about that because he wouldn't be able to see. So the ref has signal play, and John Stevens, I'll turn it over to you.
All right, here we go with the Vipers coming out of their huddle. They're starting first and 10 at the ball's 30. They have a shotgun 2 halves, Hampton on the right. They got Eli Williams on the left. They got Camp at the top of the screen in the receiver spot. The snap comes over to hand off to Hampton. Hampton breaks it for about 2 or 3 yards before he's met by a Chaos defenseman. Number 99.
Yeah, he's going to be tackled by 99.
Adam Nelson.
Yep, Adam Nelson, the 6'4", 290-pound defensive lineman, met him there right away. So Josh Hampton getting a little early wake-up call, if you will, as he only had a gain of about 2 yards there, so it's 2nd down and 8 as the first half is underway.
That's going to be the key for the Chaos is to contain these running backs because these running backs start running all over the place. This is going to be a long day for the Chaos defensemen.
Absolutely.
As Noel Rivera takes his offense back out of the huddle. Same formation, 2 halfbacks, Eli Williams to the left. They got Hampton on the right. They got a receiver at the top of the screen, Camp, as Noel gets the snap. He does the same play, hands off to Hampton again. He has nowhere to go, but he makes something of nothing. And he gets about 5 or 6 yards on the play. It's going to be 3rd down and 3 yards to go in the 37-yard line.
I'm actually going to mark him at about you are right there. They were at first going to mark him at the 35. They pushed up to about the 38-yard line, so it's going to be 3rd down and 2 here. So short conversion attempt here coming up for the Vipers on 3rd down. As Eli Williams, again, we talked about Eli Williams in the pregame. You know, we haven't seen him a lot towards the end of the regular season. Now he's back. He didn't play last week, back here tonight. So look for
a good little diversion here for them.
Look at here's the combination in the backfield right now. Shotgun formation, Noel Rivera. To his right hip, Josh Hampton. To his left hip, Eli Williams. Not a bad combination.
No, it's not. Camp's at the top of the screen as the snap comes. They fake the same play. Noel keeps it himself as a quarterback draw. And he's met
he did not get
by
it,
number
though.
99 again with the second tackle, Nelson.
That's Adam Nelson again. That's the second tackle. That one almost going to be for a loss there. Noel, they're going to give Rivera a gain of about 1 yard. And Rivera, no hesitating for his squad. It looks like they are going to go for it here on 4th down.
4th and 1.
Big 4th and 1 early, might I add.
This is where they just pound the ball up the middle. No fancy stuff.
Surprised we're not looking for Jamie Wyatt to maybe come in here and rough and tough, just get those grinding 2-3 yards there. You know, we also saw last week Drew Jones
and Nicolin.
Vince Nicolin as well. So look for him as well. Yeah, but we've talked about Drew Jones. He had a rushing touchdown last week against the Raiders in round 1 of the playoffs.
Yes, he did.
So a big 4th down here.
All right, as the Vipers come out of the huddle, they're sitting in the shotgun formation. They have 2 halfbacks. Same with Eli to the left, Hampton to the right. Noel using his hard count, trying to get these guys to come. It's a bad, horrible snap over the head. Eli gets it. Off the one hopper, he can make something of nothing. He's gonna get the first down.
Oh, I think he might have got it.
He gets the first down on the play.
Wow, what an effort by Eli.
Oh,
are they gonna mark him short? They are. Looks like they're marking him short by about. I don't know. This might need a measurement. It depends on where they spot it. But the defense is coming out there now, and it looks like they're
going to mark it short. They're going to say he went out of bounds, but the ball was snapped way over his head.
Yeah.
Awareness of Eli picked it up as he rolled out to the right. He made a 10-yard loss, almost an inch too short of a first down.
Yeah.
And it's going to be a turnover on downs. It's going to be the Chaos ball. It's their 1st and 10 on the 39-yard line with 39 yards to go to score a touchdown.
Yeah, 41-36 still remaining. Still no score here, but what an effort, though, by Eli to just try to get that yard there. I mean, great awareness by Eli to just find the open side, which was to the far side, and he was just so close. And now here we look at Anthony Ionetti all alone shotgun. So let's see what this Chaos offense does here.
He has 4 receivers, 2 split on top, 2 on the bottom, 2 slot receivers. As one of the guys come in motion, number 12, Kendall Lawton, comes next to him. He gets the toss to the right, but he has nowhere to go. The Vipers defense reads it up, and it's a loss of 7 yards. It's going to be 2nd and 17 from the 48-yard line.
Yep,
They
and,
tried to do a halfback pitch. They had him lined up out of 4 receivers and came in motion, and the Vipers defense snuffed it out.
Yeah, Miguel Tenuz there on the tackle for the loss. And that was a loss of about 5 yards. So it's going to be 2nd down and 15 now for the Chaos on the Viper 44.
Oh, wow. It looked a lot further than that. They gave him a couple of yards.
Well, forward progress is how they would mark it.
Yeah. Yeah, our location isn't the same location as we've had in the previous games. We're a little bit lower and closer to the field.
We're on the opposite side of the field this time.
Yeah, on our own little homemade stand over here, which is working perfectly.
Hey, I'm creative. Thank you.
Yes. All right. As the Chaos come out of the shotgun huddle to the shotgun, they get the snap, and he throws it right over the middle to number 88 as he does a square route, Kyle Kozlowskiewicz.
Yep, and for the Vipers, it was Albert Green on the tackle, the 6'2 cornerback for the Vipers.
It's going to be 3rd down and 8 as they get back to the original line of scrimmage and a couple yards in. That was a big defensive play here, especially after their first drive with 4 and out. They need to make a big stop here against this Chaos.
Yeah, they need to set the tone early, the Vipers. We saw in the week 8, the Vipers jumped out, or not, excuse me, not the Vipers, the Chaos jumped out to a 20-0 lead on the Vipers back in week 8. The Vipers probably have that clearly in their memory bank, and they don't want to see that happen again.
All right, as Anthony Ionetti comes out of the huddle, he has shotgun, 2 guys down at the bottom, 1 at the top, 1 receiver to his left. As he gets a snap, the blitz comes right over the middle. Deflected to nobody. It's going to be 4th down and 7. The blitz was there, led by number 14 of the Vipers, Miguel Tenuz.
Miguel Tenuz again making a big statement early here in this game.
Drew Jones was right next to him.
Yeah, the blitz was on there, and it looks like the Chaos are going to give up possession.
That's a big defensive stand there for them, and it's going to be 1st and 10 from their own, I want to say.
It's going to be inside their own 20
to
start. But, I mean, what a stop there by the Vipers early on in this game.
The defense prevailed.
They needed to set the tone early defensively. They did that well, led by linebacker Drew Jones and Miguel Tenuz, who had the tackle for the loss on the first play for the Chaos on offense. So Rivera on the offense, yeah, they're going to be a little backed up in their runs in them, but a little adversity never hurt this team before.
You know what? It's better than giving up a touchdown on their first drive. You know.
Looks like the ball is going to be set at about the 7-yard line of the Vipers. So the Vipers are going to start the second possession on their own 7.
I know Rivera has them in a huddle right now in the end zone. Let's see what they come out here with. If they're going to keep with that running attack like they had in the first drive. They come out of a hat. They're going to have shotgun, two running backs in the backfield. Hampton on his right, Eli Williams on his left. Oh, actually, no, it's not Eli. It is Eli Williams on his left, and he has Camp at the top of the screen. This bad snap, he takes it, hands it off to Eli Williams. Eli Williams breaks it down, cuts, makes 3 people miss, 4 people, takes it out to the 20-yard line before he's brought down by a bunch of Chaos.
I see what you did there. Yeah. We're going to be hearing that all night here from John Stevens, everybody.
That's easy and smooth to say like that. It's going to be 1st and 10 at the 20. What a good run of about 13 yards.
You know, we did not. Eli Williams didn't touch the ball on the first possession for the Vipers. They were going off to Josh Hampton. Now Eli Williams starting to get the touch with the ball. Eli Williams, who has missed time with the Vipers as we've wound down the regular season, and we did not see Eli in the playoff round last week against the Raiders. Good to see Eli back, get his feet under him once again. And on that play right there, 1st down for the Vipers, and they're at their own 20-yard line right now.
Yes, they are. As they come out of the huddle, they're in the same formation they've been all game long. This double halfback shotgun with a receiver at the top. Mr. Camp at the top of the screen for you guys viewing it on the television. It's a high snap, but right back to Eli Williams. Eli Williams plows up the middle, gets a gain of about 2 to 3 yards before he's tackled by number 71 on the Chaos. That would be 70. Robert Albano, I believe. Was it 71? What was it?
I believe that was number...
I think it was 71.
I believe it was number 72, actually.
61.
Number 61. Okay, so we were Nelson Jefferson, the 6'2", 285-pound lineman.
Yeah.
Big guy.
All right. Noel Rivera takes the Vipers out of the huddle, comes into the shotgun mode, 2 halfbacks again, same formation, gets a snap. A bad exchange between him and Eli Williams. He drops the ball, and it's going to be a loss of a couple yards.
It's going to back him up to the 19, it looks like, so it's going to be 3rd and 11.
Yeah, he took his eyes off the ball, and the ball dropped. It was a bad exchange. Now it's going to be 3rd and 11. It's going to be change of pace here.
Yeah, you see the Chaos now trying to get their momentum and the tone set back on their side now as they backed up the Vipers behind their own line of scrimmage. So look for maybe Noel's first pass attempt of the game on this play.
Vipers are in their huddle, taking their time, thinking about a big, good play. They need to do something. Maybe they should do a screen pass or something.
Yeah,
because these guys have 8 men in the box. The
and
Chaos.
Let's keep in mind the Wattis brothers are not here tonight, so I mean you're going to have to look for Noel Kemp here on the far side.
All right, Noel Rivera comes out of the huddle. Noel Rivera comes out of the huddle with a high snap. He gets the ball. He backs up. He scrambles a little bit before he's met, and he gets the ball off to Josh Hampton in open field, and that's where you don't want to see him as the Chaos. He gets hit pretty hard at the 28-yard line. He's going to be short of the first down. It's going to be fourth.
Going to be way short. I think he got hit at about the 27-yard line. It's still going to be about 4th and 5, but it looks like the Vipers aren't going to take any chance, and the defense will come right back out. So missed opportunity there for the Vipers. So it looks like we got a little bit of a stalemate going on here defensively.
That's a good defensive play by the Chaos. They weren't letting anything deep. They were all playing it tight, so these running backs can't bust one open. Josh Hampton is known for busting these ones long, especially after what we saw last week with two 80-yard runs.
Yeah, we saw with Josh Hampton last week. Didn't play every snap for the Vipers on offense last week, but once he was on that field, he was very effective. Josh Hampton, gives his effort on every play, gives it 100%. So, give credit to Josh Hampton on that one. It's not that the Vipers offense wasn't doing anything bad. It's just the Chaos defense will beat him to the punch.
Yes.
As we have 34-34 now. Left here in this first half, still no score.
You're just sitting here. Anthony Ionati comes out of the huddle. He has two receivers, one in the slot, one up at the top screen. Then he has a halfback right to his left side. The slot receiver is in motion, fakes the handoff to them. And Drew Jones read the play from the get-go and sacks the quarterback.
But the whistle was blown before the ball was thrown. And the question is, are they going to count that as a sack?
Yes.
And it looks like they're going to.
And the quarterback is
livid.
Yeah, but you know what? He saved him, and that's a good play right there because he wrapped him up. He didn't do anything. As soon as the whistle blew,
it's a smart
he threw
play.
The ball.
Smart play.
Safety.
Yeah. It's basically, you want to call it that. I mean, that's going to be a loss of almost 10 yards there. That's going to be about a 2nd and 19 to go now for the Chaos. Drew Jones, smart there defensively, smart awareness as well, because once the whistle blew, he didn't want to create any unnecessary roughness trying to throw the quarterback to the ground.
Yes.
He did what he was supposed to do, so that's a sack for Drew Jones, and he's making an impact as we wanted him to early in the first half.
Yes, he is. It's his second tackle, third time in the backfield already to disrupt the Chaos's offensive momentum. And here they come out of the huddle right now with a little bit of fire in that huddle after a call. Quarterback and Eddie was really upset. Ionetti comes out of the huddle. They have three receivers, one in the slot. Left to him is a halfback. As he comes back with the snap, he's under pressure by the Vipers. He underthrows it. A horrible throw. Drop pass by number 11, who had it on his hands, Jason Sumlin, but goes nothing. It's going to be 3rd and long.
Now the pass is actually intended number 88, Kyle Clausewitz, again, the 6-foot wide receiver. It was a crossing route there between him and Kyle Clausewitz, so it's going to be a long 3rd down now coming up here for the Chaos once again.
All right, as Brian's sitting here giving us little hand signals and everything as this game of pace is taking its time with the huddle.
He's just happy he's not standing on a ladder this time.
Yeah, for sure. As Anthony Ionetti takes his team out of shotgun, same format as a blitz comes up. Drew Jones, he throws the ball up in the air, caught by number 20, Jarrell Johnson Ballarlark.
Jamie Wyatt drives him out of bounds to the Chaos sideline. It would be 4th down and 11, and you would think the Chaos will give up possession here back to the Vipers. So we are, again, as I mentioned earlier, it's a defensive stalemate here, 13 minutes in.
This is good. This is going to be a tough, hard football game as the Vipers start their 3rd drive. It's going to be possibly, I believe, at the...
It's going to be spotted at about the 35, between the 30 and 35-yard line, depending on where the chain markers go.
No, 25.
25, excuse me.
Yeah.
So, but I was talking to Jay Fortuna before the game. Mentioned to him about the comparing the matchup, how they started against the Raiders compared to how they want to start against the Chaos. I like the philosophy. You don't want to make the big mistake early.
No,
especially in a matter of a conference championship game like this, and the winner goes on to the Gridiron Bowl next week. So you don't want to be the guy that makes the big mistake early, as they are going to set the ball at the Viper 28-yard line.
Yeah, no, that was a great defensive play on the Vipers. It's a good, tough, hard match on both teams. This is going to be their 3rd drive as they start from the 28-yard line. Noel Rivera takes them out of the huddle. Let's see if they switch up their format or their offensive strategy a little bit. No, he still has Josh Hampton to the right and Eli Williams still left with Camp at the top of the screen. As the Chaos have about 6-7 people in the box with a safety playing deep. The snap, a good snap, hands off to Eli Williams as he sweeps to the right. As he breaks it up the field, He hits one tackle. He gets about 8 to 9 yards. He's pushed out of bounds by the Chaos. So that's a good first down run right there.
Good first down there, run by Eli once again. You're seeing Noel Rivera, the quarterback, start to rotate with the hands off to Eli and Josh, just trying to mix it up and try to keep the Chaos on their toes defensively.
Yeah, this is gonna be the trick to that. The Chaos is gonna be on it because if either direction, these two running backs are so explosive. If one misstep, they're gonna be gone. So as the Vipers come out of the huddle, they still have a double halfback split shotgun with a. Well, they got number 69 out there as a receiver.
Yeah, I believe that's Vince
Nicoline. As they hand it off to Eli Williams again, they get a block by Nicoline. He hits a hole up the middle as he breaks it past the 50. He gets to the 40, to the 30, to the 20 as he chased 10, 5, touchdown, Vipers. That's a 61-yard run as he was not touched. That was a great block by Nicoline downfield, 10 yards off the line of scrimmage. Kept the safety off him. What a play, 61-yard touchdown.
What a run there by Eli Williams. Wow. And just like that, it's 6-0 Vipers. Unbelievable run there by Eli. Get that man some water.
That play was all set up by number 69's block, Vince Nicoline, as he was downfield, and he took the cornerback and the safety out of the picture to get him a touchdown. What a play as they come on and take the extra point. There's 29-39 left in the first half, and they got points on the board. First big play. Let's see what they do with this extra point.
Yeah, Zach Criswell out to kick the extra point. Joey Bruskis the holder. So a tremendous start here for the Vipers.
And the kick is up, and it's good with 29 minutes and 20 seconds left. I'm John Stevens. Alongside me is Ryan Fahey. We're here at Ralph Babe Serpico Memorial Field. We're listening to SportsTownChicago.com. The Vipers are up 7-0 against the Chaos in the second round of the playoffs championship game. Whoever wins goes to the Gridiron Bowl, like Ryan said previously. What a big boost. What a big energy level raise for the Vipers. And they couldn't have asked for a better run at a better time.
Yeah, they couldn't. As you just said it right there. And I think it couldn't have come from a better guy, too. Eli Williams, he's trying to get that, just trying to maybe shake some rust off, if you will, and he breaks it up with a 61-yard touchdown run and gets out to a quick 7-0 lead for his team with 28-39 and counting to go. So a tremendous start for the Vipers. And Jay Fortuna here on the sideline, of course, he's fired up.
All right, as Anthony Inanati takes his Chaos out of the huddle, they come out of a three receiver as he keeps the quarterback draw up the middle. Shaden Voigt meets him for it, gets a gain of 12 yards before he's brought down. That was a good fake option draw, and he gets 12 yards out of the deal. It's a first down to move the chains. They needed something to take the momentum away for the Vipers and put it back on their side of the field.
Yeah, they did. It was a good read option there by Ianetti, and kind of kept the defense off guard. You saw Drew Jones, the linebacker, come in the middle off the blitz there, and it was kind of caught in no man's land. Shane Voigt, the guy who eventually got the tackle there. So it's a new set of downs for the Chaos as they try to automatically rebound just like that, and they're doing that in a good fashion so far.
Chaos come out of the shotgun formation, three receivers, one halfback to the left. As the snap comes, the halfback stays the block. He does a quick pick, but number 23 of the Vipers is all over him.
Albert Green
gets a gain of about 4 or 5 yards. So it's going to be 2nd and 5 at the Chaos' 49-yard line as they're getting ready to cross midfield with 27 minutes left in the first half.
Yeah, Albert Green, they did not want to try to rip the ball there when he wanted to play the smart tackle, and he did. So that was a gain of about 5 yards, as you mentioned. So good job there by the corner and Green to just play the smart play and get the good tackle.
All right, as Ianetti comes out of the huddle, he has the same formation, three receivers, one at the top of your screen, slot receiver with a halfback to the left. He hands it off as a sweep to the right. He breaks through the tackle, number 20 of the Jarrell Johnson Blark. I don't want to pronounce your name wrong. I apologize if I did. Gains of about 6 to 7 yards and gets the first down.
Yeah,
20.
I've read this name before. It's Jarrell Johnson Blark.
All right, now we know. Jarrell Johnson Blark. It's going to be 1st and 10 at the Vipers' 44-yard line as they get momentum coming across field after that long touchdown run by Eli Williams. Ianetti comes out of the huddle. They have three receivers. Two at the bottom of the screen, one at the top slot left side of the halfback of the quarterback is number 6, James Former. Goes in motion. He gets the fast screen. He gets caught, and he's met immediately by number 71.
He didn't get taken down, though, to the ground. He just was wrapped up, but he kept his feet up. But nonetheless, it's going to be a loss of 5 yards. What an attack there by the secondary of the Vipers. They came all in on that one. Kind of a risky thing there by the secondary to do on defense, to try to put all your chips in on that one, but it paid off well there for the Vipers. It's a high-risk, high-reward scenario. High risk, but they got the high reward out of it.
He should have just went down as soon as initial contact was made, and he would have not have lost as many yards. It's going to be 2nd and 16 from the 50-yard line as the Chaos take a huddle and regroup about what they're going to do here. Vipers are ready. They're waiting.
They were more than ready to start this match tonight. They've lost to the Chaos twice, and they would not want to go down in the third match without a big fight.
For sure. Ionetti comes out of the huddle. They have the same formation, 3 receiver shotgun with the halfback to the left. As he gets the snap, the halfback stays in the block as he squares out over there. The pass is caught by number 1.
What a catch there.
By number 6. I'm sorry, James Former, as he dives and he gets a yard or 2 short of the first down. It's going to be 3rd and 2 at the 36-yard line.
What a catch there by James Former. Diving catch. Kept possession all the way through. As if you're a wide receiver coach and you're looking at this guy, you're going to love the admiration of keeping control of that possession all the way through.
All right, as Ionetti comes out of the formation, he's in shotgun. He has 3 receivers, 2 down to the slot, 1 at the top. Left side of the halfback is Farmer as he gets ready. Vipers almost jump, but they don't. The handoff goes right up the middle. It's a quarterback keeper, and he's met by Sean Voigt, and it's enough for the first down.
Yeah, Shane Voigt got caught once again, no man's land. It looked like Jamie Wyatt was going to came in on the blitz, but he missed his tackle to the quarterback. So once again, it left Shane Voigt in the don't let me break my ankle situation. So he decided to take the smart tackle. Ionetti dove for the extra yards. He got this new set of downs here for the Chaos.
It's going to be 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. 24 minutes left in the first half as the Chaos are putting a drive together. It's their 3rd first down of the drive. Ionetti comes out of the shotgun formation with a halfback to the left of him as he fakes it. Actually, he hands off the ball to number 20, and he gets about 4 tough yards.
Yep, and he's going to be tackled there by Vince Nicoline.
Terrell Johnson Ballark.
There's your name again. It's Ballark.
Ballark.
It's like we need a. Can we go to pronunciation school?
B-L-A-L-A-R-K.
Well, at least we know how to spell. We're
Spelling bee champion, 3rd grade.
Really?
No.
Did you at least try?
4th grade.
Did you try in 4th grade?
No,
How'd you do?
I did it every year. I was good.
So how'd you do?
I'm all right. And that is
I did that once in 2nd grade, actually, and I got knocked out in the first round. So that just tells you about me.
What was the word? Elephant?
No, I think it was cat. Spelled it with a K.
Horrible.
Sorry.
I spelled corn with a K.
Oh, okay.
All right, as Ionetti comes back, he gets a hands it off.
Oh, what a tackle.
To Ballark, and he doesn't get anywhere.
What a one-arm tackle there by Drew Jones, the linebacker, coming in once again through the line of scrimmage. Drew Jones making a tremendous impact early here in the first half.
It's going to be 2nd down and 6. Of both offenses like to come out of the shotgun formation. They rarely line up under center.
You generally, as we've seen here throughout the season, the Gridiron Football League, a lot of teams like to come out of the shotgun formation. Gives them that extra time to try to just make the extra play, pass, run. You see a lot of teams do that, and it's just a consistent trait that we see here, and it works for a lot of teams.
All right, as the Chaos come out of the huddle, they have 2 receivers this time, 1 in the tight end and a halfback to the left. Ionetti comes back to throw as he is under route, and he catches number 6 Former catches it, and he gains a first down as they move the chains. All they're doing is crossing routes at the 5-yard line, and they're crossing over the middle, and he's just hitting them under, just short little passes, and that's what's working for him.
Yeah, they're doing the slow and steady, try to win the race kind of momentum motto here for the offense right now, trying to not do the big play just yet through the air. As you mentioned, the short and simple passes gets him a new set of downs at the Viper 20-yard line, and you saw Green and Voigt almost take a hit together there defensively, and it's a good thing that they got up okay.
Yes. As Ionetti comes out of the huddle, he gets the snap, and it's the same play, undercut pass, and he's met hard this time. He gets hit pretty tough by number 41 of the Vipers, Anthony Bellafiore.
Gain of about 6 yards there as we have 21-34 and counting to go here in this first half. Still 7-0 Vipers.
These Vipers cornerbacks have to tighten up on their coverage because these receivers are cutting right from the word go. As the Chaos come out of the huddle, it's going to be second down and about 4. Anthony Ionetti in the shotgun formation has a tight end and one receiver with the halfback to the left. As he goes back to throw, it's a square out pass. He catches the ball and he's taken out of bounds. It's enough for the first down. It's going to be first and goal at the 6-yard line for the Chaos. They put a well after a big touchdown run by Eli Williams. The Chaos seem to be answering with consistent first down drives. This is the 5th first down of this drive.
Yeah, and that one was a fade route there to the far side in the corner. So trying to again, we talked about the short passes that the Chaos have been doing here. But they've been kind of doing it in a variety of ways, and they're just trying to keep the Vipers just kind of all over the field defensively.
All right, as Jerome Johnson enters the game for the Chaos.
Flag is down.
It's a handoff up the middle, but there's a flag on the play. It might be coming back.
Might be coming back. It was right on as the snap was taken, so we might have a false start here against the Chaos. Which would back them up 5. Excuse me. So we'll get the call here.
Offsides against the Vipers.
Wow.
So they're going to probably forfeit the play. Yeah, they decline the penalty. It's going to be second down and goal from the 2-yard line.
And if you're Drew Jones on this defense, if I'm them, I'd blitz right now at this point. Try to at least get some pressure to Ionetti, make him try to move out a little bit, and maybe try to scramble here out of the pocket.
Yes, Ionetti comes out of the formation, out of the huddle to the offensive formation. This time he's in a pistol formation. He has his running back, his big running back, number 13, Javel Cook, standing behind him. Javel Cook stands at 250 pounds.
Oh,
they fake the handoff, he does a rollout, and he keeps it. Touchdown, Chaos. Everyone played the halfback dive. As he faked it, he rolled out to the left, got an easy 6 points with 19 minutes left in the half.
Yeah, read option works well there for Ionetti. That's 2 plays where it's gotten him at least one of them for a first down, one of them, as you just saw there, for a touchdown. So Ionetti really taking control of this offense right now. He's doing it in great fashion. 2-point conversion is coming up here for the Chaos. So this could be interesting here in terms of a momentum swing. Could it be 7-6 or could it be 8-7? We'll find out right here.
Yeah, this is a big 2-point conversion, believe it or not. So early in the game.
It is. I mean, this you'll remember this play if it, whoever it affects who, depending on how this result could go potentially.
All right, and then he comes out of the shotgun formation with Cook standing to him. He throws a fade pass to the corner. The ball is up. It's incomplete.
What defense there in the back corner.
By number 71. That's Marvin Roan.
Yeah, Marvin Roan Jr. played the fader out beautifully. Did not create much contact with the wide receiver he was covering. Turned around, make the play on the ball. Deflects it right down. Bats it right down like a volleyball for the incompletion. And the Vipers will maintain a 1-point lead with 18:20 to go in the first half.
So Noel Rivera takes the offense back out on the field. They're going to get the ball at the 30-yard line with 18 minutes left in the first half with the score 7-6. This is a big offensive drive for this team. They could take some clock off and maybe possibly put up points before the half's over.
Yeah, you don't want to keep giving Anthony Ionetti and the Chaos any more times on offense.
The best thing to do is keep that offense off the field.
Eli Williams not out on the field right now.
No, number 22 is taking his place.
Joey
Bruskus. Joey Bruskus is to the right of him. Josh Hampton's to the left. Noel's in a shotgun, halfbacks, 2 of them with a receiver at the top, Joel Camp, I'm sorry.
Another high snap there.
And he fakes it's a busted play, but he pitches out to Hampton and makes something nothing.
Uh-oh.
Here it comes. Hampton sweeps all the way around the left.
Oh, Josh. He dropped it, but he recovered it.
It bounces right back into his hands.
What a lucky bounce for Hampton, that could have been deadly.
From the second the play started, it seemed like there was a bunch of confusion in the backfield with the running backs not knowing who to cross.
Miraculously for the Vipers, that's only a loss of 2 yards. That could have been give up of possession, but somehow it's only 2nd and 12. You'll take that if you're the Vipers off what just happened. Hampton goes around with it, tries to create the stiff arm, but he lost possession of the football. And as you mentioned, lucky bounce goes in favor of Hampton. He falls right on top of it as we have 16:53 to go in this first half. What a lucky break there for Josh Hampton and the Vipers.
All right, Noel Rivera takes the Vipers out of the huddle. He has no Eli Williams back there. Hampton's to his left, and Bruskus is to the right with Joel Camp at the top as Bruskus comes down to the screen to the left in motion. There's only one halfback back there. The snap comes to Noel as he gives it a hard count. Hands it right back off to Josh Hampton as a draw. He has nowhere to go as he runs right into his home players, and he gains a gain of nothing.
If anything, he lost yards. He lost about 3 there. It's going to be backed up to his own 26, so it's going to be third and about 14 yards to go.
As the clock stops with 16:10 left.
But we do have an injury down on the field, so the clock will stop.
It's 16:05, or this keeps going because they didn't stop it.
I believe they have not officially blown the injury timeout whistle yet. Now they will, and it's going to be at 16 minutes exactly. And so an injured Chaos player down on the field right now. So it looks like the collision with Hampton there maybe just got the wind knocked out of him. Hopefully he'll be okay and get up on his own.
Yeah, that run, that halfback draw had nowhere to go. That Chaos defense sniffed it out. They've been putting 6 or 7 people in the box, so if you notice, and they have one safety deep and then whatever they have with all their floating corner. But they're playing this run tight, especially after the last drive with the other. Williams busting one out for about 60 yards. They need to do something, some trickery here. Maybe like a screen pass with all the pressure they have or something. It's number 3. The injury is Desmond Perry for the Chicago Chaos.
Yeah, Perry walking off on his own power, which is a good thing. So probably just got the wind knocked out of him, and hopefully you'll see him later on back in the game. So hopefully he'll get a breather and get checked out, and he'll be good to go.
All right, so the Vipers get the ball as time resumes and play resumes.
Yeah, play will resume once the snap will.
The clock will resume as soon as the snap is off. It's at the 25-yard line. It's third down and about 15. As Noel Rivera has a shotgun, 2 halfbacks in the backfield. Bruce gets to the right and Hampton to the left. He gets the snap. He's back. He rolls out to the right as a pass. He looks to throw back. It's holding on the Vipers.
Yeah, it's coming back anyway.
As he throws the ball away.
Yeah, they might just decline that and just get the ball back. The Chaos. And it looks like Matt Camp is hobbling off with his left foot. Might have got it rolled up on the play, so he's going to need the trainer to check him out as he goes to the sideline. But the holding is going to be against the Vipers. Penalty is declined, so it'll be 4th down and 15, and the possession will be given back to the Chaos as the quote-unquote punt has taken place. It's the punt without the punt, if you will. So the Chaos will get the ball back in their own territory, but closer to midfield as we have we're about to hit the 15-minute mark here as the Vipers have the 7-6 lead. This is your home for Chicago Vipers football. SportstownChicago.com. Ryan Fahey, John Stevens, our cameraman Brian Sturm, doing a tremendous job as he always does all season long. All Viper games can be seen on our Illinois Center for Broadcasting YouTube page. As a football is about to come our way. Referee, I don't know if the referee's trying to get my attention or not. Sir, I am not in pads.
All right, as the Chaos come out of the huddle, they get the ball at the 44-yard line with 14 and a half minutes left as Anthony Ionetti comes out of shotgun with 3 receivers, 1 in the slot with the halfback to the left of him. As he fakes hands-off, quarterback draw up the middle, and he gains 10 yards, and he's gone.
What a run. 56 yards.
Touchdown.
What a run by Ionetti. He just broke through the line like no problem, and no one had an answer for him on the Vipers defense, and it's now 12-7 Chaos. Wow. And that's just a big, strike in the heart for the Vipers right now. Plenty of time, obviously, but you did not want to give that up at all.
No, that definitely, there's a lot of time left still, so there's nothing to panic about. They just got to keep continuing to play their game, even though that's not their game, that just happened. But it's 12-7. There's 13 and a half minutes left in the first half. They're going to go for 2 points. Ionetti, after a 62-yard run, takes his offense to the front of the line of scrimmage as he stays in the shotgun position with 2 receivers, a tight end, and the halfback Ballard to his left. He gets the shotgun. He fake pumps once. He has nowhere to go as he brings the ball down. He's running around, but he throws the screen pass to Ballard, and he drops the ball as he's hit.
So at least
Drew Jones.
break there comes for the Vipers. Only down 5 within 1 possession at least. If they get a touch, then they would get the lead back. But now they're going to have to work from behind now as they are down 12-7 with just under 13 minutes to go here in this first half.
Yeah, what a good defensive stop there to make sure that it didn't get too out of hand, but it would have just been a touchdown up either way. So this could be an advantage to them. They score and they possibly go for 2. They'll have something they don't. They'll have a kicker, and they could be up by 3 if it possibly happens.
That's right. Zach Criswell, the kicker for the Chicago Vipers. not many teams in the Gridiron Football League do have kickers, so the Vipers fortunate enough to have Criswell on their side.
All right, as the Vipers, Fortuna enters the game.
Jay Fortuna coming out there now as a
quarterback.
It looks like he's gonna. Looks like he's going to be out there as an offensive weapon. Actually, Rivera's still out there as quarterback. So Fortuna
is Rivera quarterback? Yeah, he is.
So he's gonna go. Fortuna will line up as a wide receiver to the near side.
As he comes out of shotgun, Josh Hampton's to the left, and now he walks over to the right side. They have 3 receivers. Fortuna's at the bottom. Bruskus is at the top, and I can't make out the slot receiver, but the handoff to Hampton as he comes around the left, and he sweeps to the left. He's going to cut it back inside. He gets a gain of about 3 yards before he's ankle grabbed by number 21.
They're going to mark for a gain of 7. He dove for the extra yards to get his forward progress more, so they're going to mark him at the 37, so it's going to be 2nd down and 3 with 11:39 to go.
Greg Beshenning is the one who got that ankle strap before he took off for another 60 yards. It's going to be 2nd down and 4 or 3.
It's going to be a 2nd down and 3. It looks like the ball's going to be at the 37-yard line.
2nd down and 3 for the Vipers as they come out of the huddle. Bruskus is going to be a receiver. Eli Williams is being in the slot. They put Fortuna at the bottom with Hampton on the right side of the shotgun of Noel Rivera. 11 minutes left, 12-7 in the first half. So Noel Rivera gets the snap, hands it off again to Hampton on the sweep. He gets it back.
He almost lost the football actually off the second hit attempt.
Yep,
he gets a gain of about 2 there, so it's going to be 3rd and 1 at the 39. Hampton, he's been looking for that's 2 plays in a row where he got the ball and he was a sweep to his left to the near side of us here. The holes have just not been there. The Cavs have been able to plug them up nicely, and they have limited Josh Hampton in particular to try to get that big play going here so far in the first half.
This would be a perfect time to do some play action. They got the Chaos. They have about 7 people inside the box. They're not playing them deep at all because they haven't really thrown the ball. But here's a good opportunity right here to turn some heads, or you can just power ball the first down. It's going to be a shotgun formation with Eli Williams to the left of him. Hampton's in the slot receiver as he gets Eli Williams, gets the ball right up the middle, gets the first down without a doubt, gets met at the 45-yard line by a group of Chaos, and it's going to be first down for the Vipers as they move the chains with 10 minutes left in the first half. Get a little momentum there, huh?
Yeah, a much-needed first down there for Eli Williams and the Vipers.
It seems like Eli is a more north-south runner and Hampton's a more east-west runner. But they're both dominant, and they can both break one at any point of the field.
Josh Hampton has come off the field to get a water breather, so he'll be out for this upcoming play at least.
All right. As the Vipers get a first down, new set of downs. As they come out of the huddle, Jalen Harrison will be lining up at the bottom of the screen. You have Bruskus in the slot receiver and Fortuna at the top of the screen with Eli Williams standing to the left and Noel Rivera. As the snap comes.
Jalen Harrison also in as a wide receiver as well.
Good snap, hands off to Eli, right up the middle. He stutter steps right as he gets it.
He had nowhere to go. It was met with the dead end once he got the handoff from Rivera, and that's a big loss there. That's going to be a loss of about 6 yards, so that's going to be 2nd down and about 16 to go here for the Vipers. So now they're back in their own hole once again, and they got to dig themselves out of it.
Yeah, the Chaos were all over that play. It seems like all they're doing is the same strategy with 3 receivers, 1 running back, and just constantly sweeping to the far side off tackle. There's going to be a timeout on the field for the Chicago Chaos. Called timeout with 8 minutes and 58 seconds left with a 12-7 lead in the first half. We're live. I'm John Stevens. Alongside me is Ryan Fahey. We're here at Ralph Babes Pico Memorial Field for the second round of the playoffs. As the Vipers are down with 5 with the ball with a 2nd and 15 down to go. As they're sitting here as a timeout, getting some water. It's a beautiful day today.
It is a great night. It rained a little bit earlier on today. It was coming down in sheets of rain a few earlier on, but weather has cleared up nicely for the game tonight. As we have 8:58 left on the clock in the first half. Once we hit the 3-minute clock, we will have the NFL style of rules in place. So all incompletions, out of bounds plays, timeouts will stop the clock.
Well said, Ryan. Well said, buddy.
Thank you. You gotten used to the rule. My rules giving, if you will,
hey.
from doing all the Vipers games for the past 10 weeks.
It's fine with me, man.
The only game I missed was the very first one.
All right, the timeout is up. The Vipers are back at it. They come out of the huddle. They're in shotgun formation with 3 receivers, 1 in the slot. I believe Noel Rivera's in the backfield with Eli Hampton to his left.
Watch for the blitz here
Chaos
by
have 6 people in the box right here showing blitz. High snap, Noel Rivera gets it under control, rolls out to his left a little bit, steps up in the pocket, throws it right over the middle to who? Nobody was there. He threw it behind Jalen Harrison.
He kind of just threw it away from Jalen. I don't know if it was necessarily behind him. Rivera had to step up. He was running out of time. He obviously cannot run over the line of scrimmage and try to throw it. So Rivera's time was limited. He needed to get that ball off quickly. Not sure if it's just an overthrown play, an over route play nonetheless. But either way, it will be still a long third down for the Vipers to convert.
Yeah, that was a broken down play that went nowhere. That's going to be third down and long with 8 minutes left in the first half as the Vipers come out of the huddle. Harrison's at the bottom of your screen. They have Eli Williams to the left and Noel Rivera. Briskus, I believe, is in the slot with Storino at the top of the screen. Or is it Cornley?
It is going to be Cornley. A screen play to
the
tight end J.C. Flynn, but nowhere going again. The Chaos are reading the Vipers' offense like a book, and the Vipers will have to give up possession once again. And the Chaos, everything's been working for them for about the last 20 minutes.
Ever since that score, it seems like they turned on their switch and they mean football. That's the reason why they are 11-0 and they went undefeated in this Gridiron League. It's because they come well prepared. Not saying that the Vipers not prepared, but they really figured out what they needed to stop. They locked down that running game, and the Vipers haven't been able to do much since. So it's going to be the Chaos ball. It's going to be 7 minutes left in the half as they get the ball at their own 34-yard line. The last time they had the ball, Ionati went 60, 70 yards
56 yards.
56 yards for a touchdown run, quarterback draw. So let's see if they play this and how they play this. They have 4 defensive linemen for the Vipers, with Drew Jones standing in the middle linebacker position with 2 cornerbacks and a safety deep with Shane Voigt. Ionati comes out of the shotgun, out of the formation into the shotgun formation with 2 receivers at the bottom of your screen. And Balark stays in the block as they do a screen. It's a fake screen. He airs it out, and he's way overthrown, trying to hit number 4. Number 41. Oh, number 6. I couldn't see it. Sorry, James Former. It was a really bad pass over the head. Sorry, man. We're a little bit low at the thing. It's hard to see these numbers at this level.
Yeah, we're on the opposite side of the field this time. Usually we're in the press box. We're on the opposite side of the field for this game. So getting a little bit of a different perspective here.
Yeah, it's a little harder to see these numbers so close to the thing. So I don't know. No excuses. We'll get it right.
There you go. That's the spirit. As we are now under the 6-minute mark of this first half. 12-7, Chaos have the lead over the Vipers.
And Eddie comes out of the huddle into the shotgun formation again with Former to the left. Or Balark to the left, I believe. He gets the snap. He looks to his right, brings the ball down, rolls out to his left.
Oh, that's going to be called pass interference.
It's going to be called probably on Marvin Roan. We'll see.
It's going to be called on him or Frederick Cornley, either or. It's going to be a defensive pass interference, a defensive PI, if you will, against the Vipers. So that's a penalty that the Vipers do not need to take.
No, but you know what? It was a little penalty. They shouldn't have, obviously. No, you never want to take a penalty, but
so they're going to move that one up off the call. It's going to be a new set of downs at the Chaos 46-yard line.
The Chaos are in a huddle right now. Ionati has his team right where he wants them as he walks up to the line of scrimmage. He drops back to the shotgun formation. He has his halfback to the left of him. He gets a snap. He drops back. He airs it out on a fly route.
Oh, and almost picked off. Wow.
He turned back around at the perfect timing there. Number 71, Marvin Roan.
Marvin Roan having some good defensive deflections. That's the second one that has been well documented. He stopped the 2-point conversion to get off the Chaos first touchdown. Now he stops the big play there. So.
Well, that was also because he got help from Fortuna in the sideline, starting to make some noise and show a little bit of energy here. As the ball was in the air, the whole team yelled pass, so he was able to turn his head fast around. Maybe a little bit sooner he would have gotten the pick. But it's good to show some life from the Vipers sideline as he's helping out this defense. Ionati comes out of the formation. He's in shotgun still, and he has his left halfback, the halfback to the left side of him, Balark. So he gets a snap. Blark stays in the pass. He fires it out, and he's met. And
Oh,
ball
and what a
comes
hit
out.
by Shane. Oh, Shane Voigt lays him out. It's a clean hit, shoulder to shoulder, and that's going to be 3rd and 10 now. What a hit by Shane.
That one had hurt.
That one had hurt written all over it. Could hear that one from our, and that's on the opposite side of the field. We heard that one.
With our headphones on.
Yes. Even our cameraman Brian Sturm can even hear that one.
I think I'm going to start calling him Hawk with that haircut.
He's even confused by that one.
All right, it's going to be 3rd down and 10 as the Chaos come out of the huddle. The ball's at the 46-yard line.
There's a wave starting here in the crowd, and
All right, Ionetti comes out of the formation, gets ball back, steps back. The blitz is on. He just gets rid of the ball.
And there's a flag.
There's a flag
down.
on the play. It's going to be probably rough from the passer. We'll see what happens, or holding.
I think it's going to be holding. Nicoletti did not go down on the play, so I would imagine.
Holding on the
Yep.
offense is probably going to be declined. It's going to be the Vipers' ball with 2.5 minutes left.
Tremendous stop defensively for the Vipers. They needed that one. As we are now under the 3-minute clock, 2:35 to go.
Shouldn't the clock stop?
I would imagine. It has not stopped, though. They're going to continue it to go with 2:27 left here in the first half, so they're going to let it go. So, but I believe we're going to hit the 2-minute warning, though. The rest will blow the whistle and stop the clock at the 2-minute mark. Nonetheless, going through a quicker first half. So the offense.
I think Fortuna is actually asking the refs right now if they got to stop the clock. There's an official timeout on the field.
So they're going to stop it at 2:04, and then they'll stop it again.
They're going to change and put time back on the clock.
I would imagine so.
Yes, they are.
2:42 is now going to be put back on the clock.
So you left 40 seconds. Great job by our board operator over there not paying attention.
Well, it's on our board operator, so
Absolutely.
if it was our board op, he'd be on par.
She would be on par.
She would be on par. Mrs. Jay Fortuna, soon to be Jen, recently engaged to the co-owner of the Vipers, Jay Fortuna.
All right, Noel Rivera comes out of huddle. He has no one in the backfield. He's by himself with 4 receivers with Eli Williams as a slot and Hampton in the slot. As all 5 of them take off, and he throws a bad pass behind number 9.
That's Jalen Harrison again. He overthrew.
I don't think he overthrew him. He's just not on right now. He threw it way behind him. He had him wide open, too. He could have led him perfectly. He needs to calm down, settle his feet, and throw the ball.
Clock has it at 2:08 right now.
Incomplete pass.
The clock has stopped. I don't know if 34 seconds ran off the clock, though.
No, they started. This guy's not knowing what he's doing.
I was going to say, I think we're going to need that. There we go, 2:34. I was going to say, that was the fastest 32 seconds I've ever lived.
This guy's not paying attention up there with the clock. They're just letting it go. As soon as they blow the whistle, they start the clock. They're not paying
It's an
attention.
incomplete pass, and then we're under the 3-minute mark, so the clock does not start until the snap is given. So Rivera gets the snap. Clock will start now.
It's 5 receivers. They all go out. He has a lot of time in the
Rivera's
backfield.
got nowhere to go.
Now he has to escape. He rolls out to the right. He has nowhere to go, but he's going to get rid of the ball anyways downfield, and it's going to be
What a
caught
rocket!
by number 72 for the Vipers. Number 72 is J.C. Flynn, their tight end,
The big tight end gets it.
at the 42-yard line, and it's a first down as the clock stops with 2:17 as the time moves. I don't know why.
Clock stop. J.C. Flynn went out of bounds.
It's a timeout, Vipers.
Timeout Vipers. So there we go. Now clock stops 2:17. So the Vipers trying to
See what
get
they
a little
do.
late swing here
They do a
before
little
this
bit-
first half comes to an end.
They do a little bit different when they have the. They do a little bit different when they throw the ball out there. They surprise the Chaos a little bit with all the running plays they've called. I think that was their first deep pass of the game.
Yeah, one of the more deeper throws that Rivera has given, or has attempted to throw tonight. That one he goes to J.C. Flynn on that one. J.C. Flynn, a big target as well, might I add. J.C. Flynn, number 72 for the Vipers, 6'6", 270 pounds out of Arlington Heights, Illinois. Or Prospect Heights, Illinois, excuse me.
We got 2 minutes left. 2 minutes and 17 seconds left. It's going to be 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line of the Vipers as they're getting ready to cross the midfield line. As Rivera comes out of the huddle with 4 receivers, 2 up top, 2 on the bottom. Eli Williams is in the slot with a tight end.
Rivera's all alone in the backfield.
The snap comes. He acts like he fakes a handoff to nobody. That was a broken down play. I don't even know why he would do something that way.
I think he was looking for somebody there as just a screen play, but nobody was there. Eli Williams kind of pointing around about that one. So maybe a little confusion between Eli and Noel, as we have 2:13 on the clock. 4 seconds ticked off the clock.
It
looks
seems
like
the Camp brothers are leaving. I think Camp rolled his ankle.
Wow. That will be a big loss for the Vipers come the second half, potentially.
We'll see what's going on with that. We'll get our update person to see.
So we have gotten word that Noel Camp has...
Matt Camp
has ruptured his Achilles. Wow.
That
is...
And this is his third game. I think fourth game he's played since he joined the team late in the season.
My apologies, was Joel Kemp who rolled his Achilles. His brother will leave as they need to obviously go obviously they need to go to obviously a local hospital and get that checked out, and that is not a good sight there. Not a good sight at all.
As these referees are sitting here talking about probably the time on the clock or whatever.
It should be. There's 2:13 left. The clock is stopped. So we'll wait for the official confirmation once again. Jalen Harrison going back out on the field for the Vipers on offense. Quarterback Noel Rivera gained assurance as well. Oh, we do have a moment. This is your home for Chicago Vipers football, SportsTownChicago.com. Ryan Fay, John Stevens, cameraman Brian Sturm with you here on the broadcast. As the scores, the Chaos 12, the Vipers 7, 2:13 left to go here in this first half.
What a big blow to the Vipers offense.
That is a major
losing the
blow.
Camp brothers. All right, as they come out of the huddle, there's no halfback. There's going to be 4 receivers. Eli Williams and Hampton are going to be in the slots. You got Abruscus at the top of your screen, and you got number 9, Jalen Harrison, at the bottom of your screen.
Eli lining up as a wide receiver, too.
Yeah, as a slot. They're still waiting. The referees are explaining to the coaches what's going on the Chaos side. As play resumes.
And now they get play assured. There we go.
All right, Rivera comes out of the huddle. As he rolls out to the left, does a fast
Look out,
pass to Eli.
Oh!
And he set him up for destruction. I don't know what that play was. I don't know why you would even throw the ball. All you're doing is putting your receiver out there to get hurt. That was a horrible decision. That's how people get hurt.
2-minute warning now in effect.
It's going to be 3rd and long.
If you're Eli there, you got to try to protect yourself better, though. And not necessarily saying it's not all on Rivera's part for his side of it, but if you're Eli Williams, I don't know if you'd leave your body that free open like to try to receive the ball, not trying to get prepared for the hit that's going to come at you. You know, it puts you in risk of that injury, concept of it, and that's obviously something that you don't want to do. We saw what happened to Joel Kemp, ruptured his Achilles. He's done for the night, and you don't want that to definitely happen to Eli Williams, who's returning tonight.
Yes. That was just a bad decision-making all around. They got to get themselves together. It's going to be 3rd and long here as they come back out of the huddle. There's going to continue to be no running back in the backfield with Noel Rivera as he comes out with 4 receivers.
Shane Voigt lining up as a wide receiver right now.
He's at the bottom of your screen. They have Eli at the slot at the bottom of your screen. They have Hampton at the slot, and they have Bruskus at the top of your screen. I see a screen pass coming here. Noel Rivera rolls out right, and he has it. Why didn't he just go?
He's going to go and he was going to Flynn, but he just overthrew it by his fingertips.
Why?
Oh, he was over by just a few inches.
Why didn't he take off and just keep the ball and run?
That was a perfect, oh, wow.
He had all green grass in front of him.
I'm okay with that play. It just missed by about a foot. I mean, I don't think he could have got any closer if he was trying to miss that, but Vipers give up possession and a big miss there. Flynn almost had that one, and he could have almost took that to the house.
That was right on his fingertips. That should have been caught. Chaos will get the ball. The Chicago Chaos, led by Iannetti, will get the ball back on their side of the field at the 30-yard line. With 1 minute and 50 seconds left as they have a 12-7 lead. We're here live at Sportstown Chicago at Ralph Babe Serpico Memorial Field in the first half of the second-round playoff game.
We saw the man who this field is named after in last week's game against the Raiders.
Yeah, he made an appearance. All right, as the Chaos come out of the huddle, taking their time because they're in the lead, no rush. Iannetti's all in the backfield by himself with 4 receivers, 1 tight end. All right, actually, they changed their formation now. They're in the shotgun formation. He has trips at the bottom of your screen with a single receiver one-on-one at top, isolated. So let's see what they do.
It's going to be a pass completed there to the far side
by number 1.
Actually, that's going to be completed to number 8 for the Chaos. That's going to be number 8, Sean McFarland. So it's going to be second down and about 4 to go. No huddle offense here, 90 seconds to go.
As they have the same formation with Trips at the bottom. As he has a little bit of time as the pressure comes, he goes right back to his guy again, number 8. He makes the first guy miss.
Oh, and he broke away there from Joey Bruskus on the far side, playing secondary. A big play there for the Chaos in Viper territory. Clock stops with 1:19 as he went out of bounds.
The ball's going to be at the 44-yard line.
It's a win-win there for the Chaos. They get the first down and in the Viper territory with the clock stopping as they have 79 seconds to go.
At the 45-yard line. Eddie comes out of the huddle. They still have no back as they have 2 receivers at the bottom of your screen. James Former is at the bottom. And they have a big 6'5" receiver.
Drew Jones is coming in. Oh, and it's a big sack by Drew Jones. He came in on the blitz, and he gives the loss to Eddie for about 5-6 yards. Going to back him up into Chaos territory at the Chaos 48. What a play there by Drew Jones, 0-0, the linebacker.
And they force a timeout by the Chaos as they want to regroup after that big loss. It's going to be second down and long. But Drew Jones busted right through the middle, too.
The Vipers needed that one. And what other guy to deliver than 0-0, the linebacker, one of the main stars on defense for the Vipers, Drew Jones.
Before the play was called, Jerome Johnson for the Chaos just checked in, and he's standing at 6'5", 250 pounds as a slot receiver.
Wow.
So I thought when he came in, I thought they were going to do something with a screen, but Drew Jones came in there and just busted the whole thing up.
Nice and cool night here at Babester Pico Memorial Field.
All right, as they're out of the huddle, they're in a shotgun with the halfback to the right. They have 2 receivers at the bottom of your screen. Johnson in the slot as Eddie gets the ball. He goes to his main guy, and it's just bad throw.
It's underthrown. It was underthrown, and the route was overran there, so it was just a bad combination there for the Chaos, bringing up a third down and long here. So Vipers again, got to stay sharp here. As we have 1:11 to go here in this first half. It's going to be about 3rd and 16 as the Chaos need to get to the Viper 35-yard line to convert.
This is a big defensive play right here. Take some momentum and positive energy into the half if they don't give up any points here. As Eddie comes out of the shotgun, he has 3 receivers.
Oh, Drew Jones came on the blitz. And it was almost picked off. And what a play there once again.
By number 71.
That's going to be Marvin Roan Jr. again. A big play there. Roan has been everywhere on big plays, especially on third down or, in
all big plays. You're right.
Everywhere it's been, Roan has been the guy to go to. He is stepping up big time tonight.
And Eddie threw the ball to the guy I was just talking about. Their 6'5" receiver, Jerome Johnson, and Crone didn't let anyone. He had nowhere to go.
Minute 6 left to go, and there is still time for the Vipers to try to get something going. Vipers have to go about 80 yards here to score, but there's still 1:06 left to go. As you see in Joel Kemp here, we mentioned earlier the Kemp brothers done for the night as Matt Kemp has
ruptured his Achilles.
Yep.
That's a painful
terrible
injury.
blow.
All right, as Noel Rivera takes this Viper team out of the huddle, no backs, all receivers. Starting at the 25-yard line, he gets a snap, has a little high as he brings it down. He rolls out to his right. He airs it out again to the same play.
And Tim Bauer actually almost came in off the deflection from the far side. He was over the play from J.C. Flynn. Bauer actually almost ran over to try to get the ball as 57.3 seconds are left on the clock.
It seems like that was the same exact play they ran on the last set of downs before they ended up punting, quote-unquote punt. So it's going to be second down and 10 from the 20-yard line. They just can't turn the ball over or give them the ball back. They can't do anything. They just let the clock go down.
So it's going to be second and 10 now for the Vipers on their own 21-yard line with 57 seconds to go in the first half. Rivera's all alone in the backfield here. He's got 4 wide receivers, 2 left, 2 right.
As the snap comes in, He has a little time. He has a lot of time. He's got a great blocking, no holding calls. As he takes it down and he just runs out of, and he's going to get the first down.
Runs out of bounds. Runs out of bounds. A smart play there by Noel Rivera. 47.7 seconds, so 6 seconds ticked off the clock. New set of downs for the Vipers on their own 32-yard line.
He's probably could have done that a couple times this game, where instead of throwing the ball and forcing plays, and he could have brought the ball down and just gotten the yards on foot, but he is the second leading rusher in this team for the season, so I don't know why he hasn't been running more. It would have been great. As they come out of the huddle, 47 seconds left. The ball is placed at the 36-yard line. Or 31-yard line, I apologize. There's going to be no running backs. There's going to be 4 receivers. Fortuna at the top of your screen. Cornley at the bottom of your screen. Rivera gets the snap, stands back in the pocket. He looks, he's looking to check down, and he's going to do the same thing. He's going to throw it
to Jay Fortuna.
Fortuna
he might have got pushed forward for a first down. They're going to say he was out of bounds. The clock will stop with exactly 34 seconds. Gain of 9 yards there.
Should have been a first down. The momentum, the tackle took him towards the first down, so.
As we're seeing the Camp brothers, finally get set to get leaving. So Drew Jones, we're seeing talking to Matt Camp right now.
The Vipers will have the ball at the 39-yard line. It's going to be 2nd and 1 with 34 seconds left. So there's a timeout on the field. The Chaos are just waiting. The Vipers have their coaches out there. After a 9-yard gain by Fortuna, after a rollout play that looked like he was going to be another QB sneak, he ends up throwing the ball at the very last minute. He got some positive yards out of it. It was a good block by Josh Hampton, though, to give him that extra second to throw the ball for Noel Rivera.
Yeah, and the thing is, when Jay caught the ball, he was actually kind of hit from behind from a couple Chaos players, and it kind of pushed him forward for a couple extra yards.
Yes. All right, as we resume play, the Vipers come out of the huddle. They have Bruskus, and they have number 12, I want to say Cornley, at the bottom of your screen. Fortuna's at the top. No halfbacks. Hampton is the slot receiver at the top of your screen. Rivera gets a bad snap, picks it up on the 3rd hop, and he has nowhere to go. He rolls out of it, makes something of nothing, breaks a tackle. He comes back around. He's going to be going to the left.
And he almost had Josh Hampton in the middle of the field, but it's incomplete. Rivera was running everywhere there. You got to give credit for the effort by Noel Rivera to stay on his feet and not quit on the play. He had to throw that one across his body. Great effort by Noel Rivera, though, but it ends up incomplete.
It's going to be 3rd down and 1 with 22 seconds left at the 39-yard line. What do you do here? I think you just pound the ball. Get Wyatt in there and just pound the ball.
Well, 22.3 seconds, you might want to – but they want to get back into this game and try to get momentum on their side before the second half starts. You can't blame the Vipers for being aggressive here, but as you mentioned, they still have a timeout in their pocket. It's a close game, and it's probably going to stay that way till the very end. And Jay Fortuna back out there once again on the offense for the Vipers. Noel Rivera be quarterback. You still got Hampton and Eli that you can use in the backfield. Eli is not out on the field right now.
It seems like on this drive they abandoned the run. They have been coming out of the shotgun with no running backs in the backfield. It's all been receivers out lined up. Hampton's been in the slot. Eli Williams
again. Rivera's all alone shotgun.
Yes. If Bruskus is in the slot, they have Cornley at the bottom of your screen. Fortuna's at the top. Hampton's at the top slot. Rivera's in the backfield by himself. 3rd and 1 as he gets a snap. He's going to bring it down and do a quarterback draw fake. No, he throws the ball to Fortuna.
Smart play. Jay Fortuna was not even touched by anybody and just dribbles out of bounds at about the 45-yard line. Smart play there by Jay. 17.3 seconds left in the first half.
There's a gain of about 6 yards. Gets a first down. Moves the chains. Harrison comes on the field and substitutes for Fortuna. As they're in the huddle right now with 17 seconds left. The score's 12-7 in the first half. We'll see what they do here. It's been a real tough game. There's nothing crazy about this game. Not too excited. It's a big defensive game right now.
It's been a big defensive battle with some
10 yards at a time.
With some exciting defensive stops, though.
All right, Rivera's in the shotgun position by himself. No one in the backfield with him as he gets the snap. 4 receivers take off.
Rivera got to get rid of it.
He plants it. He holds on to the ball way too long. Scrambles out of it again. He has all the time in the world. He's just going to take off with it as there's a holding penalty on J.C. Flynn. The ball's going to be brought back. A block in the block in the back with 4 seconds left, the flag was thrown right in front of the receiver. It's going to probably be right in front of the referee. It was thrown at the 50-yard line, so the penalty is going to be enforced from where the penalty was at. It's going to be first down and long as the Chaos accept the penalty, because if they didn't, there would have been a run for about 20 yards on an excellent play by Rivera by breaking out of those 2 tackles.
And they always have 5-minute halftime breaks here.
There's a timeout on the field with 4 seconds left. I think this is the longest first half I've ever seen.
Really?
Well, honestly, I've never seen so many timeouts in the first half with 12-7 with 4 seconds left in the first half. I'm John Stevens. What's that? I'm John.
I always enjoy it when sometimes if we want to talk technical issues, our cameraman Brian Sturm always enjoys the 3-minute halves at the 3-minute warning marks. He just told me that he switched his tapes about 8 minutes ago.
So he's ready to go.
He's all locked and loaded. Great stuff by our cameraman Brian Sturm as always. So one more play here is might just be a quick check down play as we're about to end the half.
Rivera comes out of the huddle. There's 4 receivers. You have Cornley at the bottom of your screen, 2 slots, and at the top is Fortuna. Rivera's in the backfield by himself. The Chaos are lined up with 3 defensive linemen, 2 cornerbacks, 2 deep men, and a middle linebacker. 4 seconds left. This is probably going to be the last play of the half. It's going to be a Hail Mary maybe.
Looking for Hail Mary?
I don't know. It's going to be some kind
We're
of
about
something.
to find out. Here we go.
So
High snap.
Rivera.
And turn around. Nowhere. And the thing is, the clock, now it ends, but I think the clock started late. But regardless, that is going to do it for the first half. So the Vipers and the Chaos locked in a 5-point deficit. It's 12-7 Chaos. We will take a quick halftime break, and we'll come back for the second half of the National Conference Championship. You're listening to Chicago Vipers football here on SportsTownChicago.com.